Hello my dear friends, here's Max again. Tonight with a hopefully very short review because it's a quite small flashlight I show you today. The all-new Folomov EDC C1 comes in a nice tin box, and let's change the view and look inside. Small tin box, just this laser engraving on the front side. Easy to open, fortunately. We find a user manual in Chinese and of course in English. And what I found, what surprised me a little bit, there is a tactical mode, illumination mode, there's a lockout, a countdown timer, so all in such a small flashlight. And very cool, no, not cool, but warm and nice. They have a Nishia E21A LED with a CRI above 98. I cannot measure that, but the light is very nice. You can have a look on the specs here if you want. And now go to the light. Up front there's just a bag with, there are really two O-rings because they are clear, and the flashlight itself. I think it's made of brass or something like that. The bumblebee, I like that. Folomov is really deep engraving, not just a flat with the laser. I don't see here on this phone screen. No, it has a little bit of a glare, but it doesn't look like painted. Down there is this nice LED which seems to have no dome on. There is no bluish or color shifting coating on the lens. The front side seems to be one thing, I couldn't open it here. And we have an electronic switch. Whoops, sorry for the focus. We have this electronic switch, which is made in rubber. Feels nice. And you see, here is a clear insulation thingy, a small disc. They added so the battery or the flashlight does not switch on while transportation. And that's an 10440, a AAA sized lithium ion cell, and a very nice, they included a charging port so you can just plug any micro USB from your mobile phone and then you can charge that. So, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, a big portion of the electronics must sit in here. So that's the driver, and this part I think only has the LED and no electronics in front of this. So, then, whoopsie. The user interface. I switch off one of my lights from off. Click and hold for the moonlight. Single click toggles the modes. It's a mode memory, it's high, and like Folomov always does, they go the modes high, medium, low, medium, high, medium, low, and so forth. Click and hold switches the flashlight off. We have been in medium, short click, or low. Yes, low. That is in high. Click to off. Short click goes back to high. So there is a mode memory. And from low, double click gives us a turbo. Double click gives a strobe. Another double click gives the SOS blinky. Another double click gives us this kind of a dimming beacon, which looks quite cool. And a single click goes back to the last mode used. If you want to go to this tactical mode, it's 7 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it blinks 6 times, indicating now it's in tactical mode, which is click and hold for momentary, short click for turbo on, and it's a turbo only, and double click for strobe only, nothing else. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blink 6 times, and now we're back to this illumination mode. And when it's off, you can log out with 1, 2, 3 clicks. So it gives you 3 blinks, and now it's completely locked out. 1, 2, 3, blink me once, and now you have illumination mode back again. So that's quite cool. And you didn't see, I placed a bunch of different batteries. Maybe you have some of them. A 30Q should be in every house. 25 Rs, I think, some O-lights, blue ones, some toys from my girl. So try to demonstrate or to show how nice this light is. And as contestants, I have, where do I start? This fireflies. I think a lot of people have. There is an XPL with 4000K in it. I have from YLP this Scorpion with 80 CRI. There is an from YLP this Gryphon with XPG2 in neutral white. I have, whoops, some other AAA flashlights here, like a Worm with a cold white, XPG. There is Nishia 219B in this Astrolux AO1, also in this Tool AA, a cold white in this Lumitop Ant, and the Jet Beam Nano Micro, Jet Mu, I think that's Nano. Just to show you the size, that's a twisty head with just the lanyard holes. And the C1 is shorter with a clicky or a E-switch. I think a lot of you have a Tool AAA with a back switch. It's a lot longer. The end is longer. You have a AO1? I hope so. It's also longer and has a bigger head. A Worm is exactly the same size, but that's twisty head only. And the C1 has this cool electronic switch in the back. I play a little bit with the lighting, and then we try to get a picture of the light quality. So I switched my phone to fixed exposure. I went from the white balance to light bulb and fixed it too. At first, this is one of these $1 flashlights with an ugly blue light. I think it's a little bit overexposed. Let me try to fix that a bit. Try to give you an impression. And this, and now the C1. Go to a lower level. So that's off. That's moon. Low. And you see nice colors compared to such a blue beam. Now I try to bring the 4K, whoopsie, need to dim it down, the XPL 4Ks, so you see they're a little cooler than this is the C1 and 4Ks XPLs C1 again, and you see how nicely here the toys with the color. It's very warm, very cool. Oh, not cool, that's a nice light. Let's try the Nishia in the Lumentop tool. That's on high. And compared to the C1. That's the A01 from Astrolux. And on the left side again, now C1, Astrolux A01. The 80 CRIs from the YLP Scorpio. High, medium. So very bluish light. Neutral white light in this from the Griffon. Let's try to, whoops, sorry, they are too bright. XPG2s. And again, the nice color from the C1. Now I give it the turbo, so you see that's lots of light also in the C1. Medium low. Good, I think. Hope you have seen the ability of this flashlight for nice color rendering, for showing you real colors. Now let's jump into the garden and look what it can do out there. So I think for this small flashlight my garden will do. So it's full moon tonight. This is, whoops, in front of me, 2-3 meters, the moonlight mode. Short click brings us to low. It's 10 meters to this flower thingy. Medium, high. You remember my small project down there, 30 meters to my garage. Here's the tree, 25 meters. So, and that's not even turbo. So that's turbo for a 10440 flashlight. Do you see how nice the color rendering in the garden is? So switched it off. I brought the PL42 with me. Many of you should have this XPLs in 4K. That's a different way of, and lots of more light, of course. Let's dim it down, something like this, from the brightness. Here the wood. This is the small C1. You see the red down there. And again 4K from the XPLs. And in another bag I have the Graphon from YLP. Will be featured in one of my next reviews. That's a neutral white XP G2. Of course, that's a lot of light from this small one, but that's just for fun and to show. Neutral white XP G2s are very common, I hope. And now in comparison, switch that off. Turbo from the C1. So I tried to show something different. Having some flowers in the night is of course not the best thing. It's a little bit too bright. That's the low mode. I now go for automatic brightness, but you see daisies. What do we have here? Don't know what the name is in English, but the color pops nicely. We have red tulips, but of course they're gonna sleeping. And yellow tulips. And green and trees, and yeah, that's our garden. So hopefully you found something helping you deciding if that's a nice flashlight or not. And see you soon. Enjoy the nice colors. Bye bye.